Welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up. This your boy J.R. Rydha, and I'm with my ace,
Kerry. I say Kerry with a K. This is a safe place for a grown-up after dark talk.
We'll give you a few minutes to put the kids to bed.
Because it's 21 and 0. It's 21 and 0. It's 21 and 0.
All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, so today's episode is brought to you by the Panda. The sexual act of fucking a girl while she's smoking a blunt at the same time. Dude, I gave this chick a panda last night. It was amazing. What could be better than smoking weed and fucking?
A whole lot of things.
Little kids out there singing that song. They don't know what they're singing.
Panda.
The kids singing the panda.
Man, what's been going on with you?
A whole lot of bullshit. I'm being called a woman hater.
Are you a woman hater?
I love the women's.
Is it because that you have one and then you just hate everybody else?
Sure. Why not? I think there's a difference between hating women and speaking the real.
Okay.
Once you say something real that they know is real, it hits them in the right place. And they go, that nigga's a woman hater. Women are better cheaters. And I'm just supposed to sit down and agree to that. Oh yeah, women are better ex-murderers. Yeah, let's have a competition. It's just stupid.
So, what would make you pro-woman?
There's no such thing for me. Pro-woman and me don't go together. I believe that they should actually get their shit together. And when I say the thing is, people will take something you say and they say all women is, all women that. Whenever I'm talking, it's never all women, because there's always an exception to the rule. There are women with their shit together, but I think for the most part, there's a large majority of women that are just expecting things to come together on their own, and they're not. You got to make it come together. You got to stop messing with these nothing ass dudes, and make the right choices.
So their pussy value is what they lowered so low, then they want to be treated like it's at an all-time high.
Right. Supply and demand. There's so much pussy out there, and there's so many peaches.
Okay.
Now, peaches have a better value than pussy right now.
Okay.
Because I went to Safeway the other day, I didn't see no peaches.
Right.
That means that peaches price went up.
Okay.
But I seen hella bitches. So the peach price went up, the pussy price went down.
Oh, okay. That's just crazy. I don't get called, woman hater, but I've been called a lot about, the fact that I don't want to be in a relationship right now. And because of that, people can't really handle it. It's funny how guys and or girls are affected by me not wanting to be in a relationship. Maybe the uncourt part is for me. And it's like, dudes or whatever will be like, oh, you want to do this and you want to do that. And it's always just funny to me. It's like, I just feel like, there's all kind of people, right? People play all kind of roles or whatever.
Yeah. And
if it's, I'm just at the point right now where it's like, I don't want the stress of a relationship.
It's a lot of stress.
It's like, even with married people or whatever, they always talk about it's work. Yeah, it's major work. But if I'm not stressing you and you're not stressing me, like, wouldn't that be the best kind of situation to be in?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, but so I'm like anti-relationship, but I'm not. I think that people show their best side when they're single.
Yeah.
And when that part ends, then that's when or when things aren't going their way. Like, you see the real person when it's bad. When things go bad and you say no, you see a whole different people when you say no. If somebody asks you to borrow some money and you say no, then you see the real them.
You see how they're gonna act.
Yeah. Or if you know, the part about relationships that like scare me the most is when the other person starts to take you for granted.
Whoa, and that's dangerous.
Yeah. Computer's just doing all kind of stuff. Yeah, when the other person starts to take you for granted, that's the part where the part that I don't like. You know what I mean? It's like it's that when they look at you and they don't like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's nothing you can do to change that feeling around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they don't appreciate the things you do. You know, you become basic to them.
Yeah.
And that's that part that I don't like in relationships. I could remember a relationship I had, and, it was ending, and we got into a fight about turn left. And that's when you know it's over. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're fighting about turn left. That's the last thing you should be fighting about. But, she didn't like me anymore.
Yeah.
And, in this society, people only love you as long as they like you.
That's true.
So, I don't know.
Everything you did sucked.
Yeah. You can't make a right decision. Yeah. The cologne you got on stupid. Yeah. So I don't know. I'd like to, maybe we can have the listeners for the next podcast email us at grownmanchoppingitup@gmail.com. Yeah. And let us know, how do you prevent that getting to that point where people don't appreciate each other no more? Is it something that you could do every day to remind yourself to appreciate that person? I just see it so much.
Yeah.
A lot of these married guys, that we talk to, got desert dick.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
settling for it.
Right. And I think when a woman performs oral sex on a man, I think she is giving something special of herself.
Yeah.
Or when guys do the same to a woman. That's intimacy. That's, putting somebody else's needs first. And when that becomes a low priority, I think that's where what do you do in your relationship that keeps, how do you remember to appreciate her?
I actually remind myself if, I'll remind myself during the day. I'll say, what's the last thing you did to tell her or show her that you appreciate her? And we tell each other all the time anyway. But I'll think to myself, what's the last thing you did? And if it was more than a day ago, then I'll do something that day. Just a reminder. Or I'll even just tell her. We'll be sitting there watching TV and I'll say, you know what, you're a really good person. Uh-huh. It doesn't always have to be I love you. Okay. I love you is good. Mm-hmm. But I think there's other stuff that you can appreciate about a person that, other than love. Uh-huh. You can say, when you made those, that pizza on your own, when you didn't have to, that was beautiful.
I really appreciate the pizza.
Yeah. I appreciate the food you cook and everything. But I think what you were talking about with oral sex, it takes a lot to put your mouth on a pussy.
Okay.
I mean, you got to have a plan. You can't just be sitting there and say, you know what, I'm going to put my mouth on a pussy. You have to build yourself up to do that. Mm-hmm. And to do it correctly. Mm-hmm. So you can't just be down there fooling around and shit.
Right.
But once you're with a girl, you kind of know her spots, you know what to do. You go down and do it. And then you think of how much work it actually is. Eating a pussy is probably a lot less work than it is sucking a dick. I have no idea how it is to suck a dick.
Okay. So the times that you sucked dick, right, it was a lot easier than the times you ate pussy.
Make my jaws hurt. So when she says her jaws hurt, I understand.
Right.
It's a lot to suck a dick.
Right. Okay. You can relate.
It's not to eat a pickle.
Right. Okay. I can't relate.
But after I remind myself, and not like I'm neglecting or anything, but I do tell myself to learn to appreciate her. If not every day, then remind myself to do it as often as possible. Because somebody out there is.
Right. Somebody out there would be plotting and ready to do the things that you didn't want to do.
That dude that's like a brother.
Right. Yeah. Brothers. Getting sick of that shit. So let me start it off. My first topic is, I just started trying to find some research on some ways that people can bring their relationship back to, fall in love deeper. So, if y'all like the list, let me know. If you don't like the list, let me know. Tell me your opinion. And first one is try something new together.
Wow.
So don't, if you get into a pattern where you just do the same things over and over and over again, maybe you can try something different together, like gardening or something.
Yeah.
Like there's some shit that I would never really do because I don't like gardening. I don't like grass
and dirt.
Yeah, but I have a fucking backyard full of grass. But yeah, and they said that when you do that and you guys go through an experience together, it brings you closer because it's something that you guys have that's only yours. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you like to do new shit?
I like to do stuff that black people don't normally do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go places and scare white people. That's a big hobby of mine.
Yeah.
Go somewhere where they are, they don't expect you to be, and just be in there chilling.
Okay. like a museum and shit.
Oh man, wow! Like the SF MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. They don't expect us in there,
right?
Because they think we don't appreciate modern art,
right?
So it's like you go in there and be like, "Ha ha! Here we are, son of
the
bitches.
Niggas have arrived."
All right, barbecue on the pictures. Or the park we go to is mainly a white park. So the thing about the park is, when we first get there, there's plenty of kids in there playing. There's no black kids there at all. And here we come with our 3 black kids. We play tag. All the little kids want to play too, but we don't let them play because they get hurt. And their mamas be like, "Oh, stay over here, little Johnny. We don't want you to get hurt." Because they normally do get hurt. They've played with us once before and got hurt.
Wow.
So now we just kind of try to disinclude them.
That cord. No, cord. Yeah, right here. Yeah, finish. So you try to disinclude them. How does that go? Your kids are pretty friendly.
Yo, my goodness. My kids are way too friendly.
They make friends everywhere.
Yeah, man. And so the mothers are a little timid, like, I don't know if he should play. Because we run hard. Even I'll play. And their mothers don't play. Mm-hmm. So the grown-ups don't play, but we do. So it makes them seem kind of stupid.
Yeah, they're lazy. They were just sitting on the bench and hear the niggers come.
Right.
Running around.
They're sitting there trading recipes.
Yeah, you run around looking like little monkeys.
All right, they probably think I'm Kuta Kinte.
That's coming back out.
I seen that.
It's hard to watch the original Roots. I mean, why they keep making stuff for black people? Black people get mad and beat up white people.
Yeah,
cut that shit out.
And I just watched 3 hours of Book of Negroes. And that's, the thing is like 6 hours. And that's just the one first part. There's like 3 parts or something like that. And that shit was like, God damn, this is long.
Yeah.
But I watched Underground. There's all these slave movies that they're pissing us off. Yeah. They're trying to piss us off.
Yeah, they're ready for the race war to jump in.
Now all they need is Mississippi Burning, and it's gonna be on.
Yeah. I can't watch that again. I had to give me some bail money to the side. Okay. The next one is learn your partner's love language. Remember we talked about the love languages before?
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were, but there was a bunch of them.
Yeah, some are like, showing.
Yeah, showing, doing, receiving, things like that. So learn what your partner's love language. Yeah. And I think sometimes that do you think that love language changes?
I think it does. As the relationship evolves, love language will change.
Right. So certain things that you were doing before, you stopped doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or they
changed to something else.
Yeah, they changed to something else.
Because if you just stop doing it, that could be received the wrong way.
I remember I dated a girl and she told me I used to bring her flowers, and she told me she hated flowers. Wow. After a while. I thought that was so fucked up.
You bought all them damn flowers.
Yeah, I want my damn money back.
Yeah, we were talking about something like that last night. Is we've been eating salads, and sometimes she'll put turkey meat in my salad. But last night she didn't, right? So I just ate the salad, didn't say anything. She said, "You know what? I didn't put any turkey meat in there." I said, "I wasn't gonna say anything because I appreciate you making it anyway."
Right. You know what? And I be like that too. It's like I'm so hard to let people do things for me. Mm-hmm. And the thing is this, I feel like that people don't yeah, his phone rang and I'm looking at the picture and so it made me laugh for a minute. People don't read between the lines sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a person that asks anybody for anything. So it's like, but there's in between line things that people could do in order, not just in relationships, but in friendships or whatever. When you look out for people, I think that's how you grow friendships. Like most dudes don't have, especially as we get older, you lose male friends. Oh, yeah. But guys are always trying to be cool with me because if I'm your partner, I'm your friend. You know what I mean? Like I'm genuine. And, you know, I think about little things and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's kind of just missing in relationships, period. Yeah. Is that people don't learn not just your partner's love language, but just even, you know, how to be a basic good friend. Yeah. You know, and start with little things.
Yeah. And that's hard for me. Like meeting new guy friends is terrible for me because new people, you don't have a history with them. And, you know, I mean, my friends help me move a body. But new friends, you don't know what they're about.
Right. Yeah, and it's like that breaking in period almost.
Yeah, it's like, be my friend. What do we have in common?
Yeah. The next one was schedule alone time together. So that's like if you have kids or if you have friends or if you have, I think what missing sometimes is time alone just to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's the hardest things that we're always in motion. I think especially in Cali. Like, even our rest days, we still have shit to do. You know what I mean? Like, we don't just go and sit on the porch and talk to your homeboys. Like, that's not something we do.
Right.
Not out here. You know, we always moving. We always got somewhere to go, something to do, somebody needs us or something. Yeah. So just schedule alone time, like you're saying. Maybe, you know, one thing I've never done, I've never been on a picnic.
Wow.
I think I told you this before.
Damn, that's crazy. Still?
Yeah, I've never been on a picnic.
Dang.
And I think part of it is because that's something that's so slowed down. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you be on a picnic? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, for us,
where do you sit?
Yeah, you find a good grassy spot at Golden Gate. Golden Gate Park.
But there's bugs.
There are.
I don't like. I mean, I don't hate bugs. But I don't love bugs. You know.
You know what works is if you go to Stowe Lake and rent one of those rowboats and had a picnic on the boat, it actually makes it more interesting.
I don't know how to swim. So the idea of being surrounded by water on a boat, you know, I
hear the lake isn't that deep though.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Too many Freddie and Jason movies.
Yeah, you know, I'm black. How I look like I got killed by the serial killer because I was on a boat in the water. Everybody what they gonna say at my funeral? This nigga here.
His first picnic.
He got murdered. Yeah, I never been on a picnic before. I mean, I've gotten close. Like I've been to the winery and you know, you sit out in the grass and things like that. I've done, but I just haven't did. I was supposed to go once. And I was dating this girl, and she was an asshole. She was being an asshole to me. So she was so busy rejecting our relationship. Everything I tried to do, she was like, And so we had one plan, but it never happened. She was just being a jerk.
Picnics are a lot of preparation, though, too, because you got to make the sandwiches, make sure everything is packed. And if you get all the way to a picnic and then you forgot something, now you fucked up the picnic.
Yeah.
You don't have a corkscrew. And so now you can't open the wine.
No, you just poke it through with a knife.
Or use your dick.
Okay. The next one is set alone time for intimate chats. Ooh. So I guess that could be something that happens on a damn picnic.
Yeah, you're outside with bugs talking about an intimate chat.
But then it's like, you know, what about them off candles? We ever tried those?
No.
Oh, so they have off, you know, you spray on you so when you go camping so the mosquitoes won't eat your ass up. So they got candles too. So I guess if you could put one, but see, there you go, burning down the park.
See?
You start kissing and rubbing and kick over the candle and the blanket catch fire, you get third-degree burns and die.
Yeah, I heard if you put some dryer sheets in your pockets, something happens too.
Yeah, I never heard that. That's some weird shit. You smell like Febreze if that happens?
I think it chases away something like bees or ants or something stupid.
Yeah, but I want to get just the off candles. Share your spouse's interests. So you're in love with them, and then
I'm in love with him.
I said them, but you're in love with him.
I shave my balls too. Let's shave each other's balls.
At the same time, that's true love. Yeah, that's the way to bring yourself closer.
It's a tandem ball shaving.
Closer to a homicide. You know what I hate? I hate when I get these. Oh shit.
These bills that are past due, and you forgot to pay it.
This is for my taxes. I hate when I get those notices that look like checks, but they're not. Like you're not gonna, okay, I opened the envelope because it looked like a check, but I'm so pissed off right now, so whatever the hell the thing I owe, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay it because you tricked me and made me think it was a check. They got it where it opens like a check now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I had to check back in the day when you peel the paper across the back of it and, and then you open it up and then it'd be a check. Now it's not a check, it's just a bill. Like, that shit didn't make me pay it.
Yeah. Some bill collector called me yesterday from something that was 6 years old. It's like, so you're gonna pay this with a credit card or check? Say, look, I ain't paid this in 6 years. Why the fuck would I pay it right now?
Yeah. Okay. Next one is spice up your sex life.
Ooh. Well, you use that paprika.
Yeah. Like other parts of the sexual relationship, you can take a backseat. Like sex can take a backseat, and if you work a hectic schedule, a busy life, or just tired. But take time and be creative between the sheets can help you feel even more in love. It can involve candles, body oils, sex toys, or try a new position or two. You might want to consider using the Karma Sutra deck to get some new ideas. That's true though. That Karma Sutra shit, like that when you look through those cards, there are some positions you're like, oh shit. There's one that I wanted to try. Let me see how they go. So the girl's laying on her back, right, and you're turned away from her. She's on her back. You're turned away from her. Her legs are pulled back. Whoa. And then you're doing like the Superman shuffle. So her legs are, she's on her back with her legs straight, in the air. Mm-hmm. You slide underneath there. Whoa. Right?
That's something.
I think that shit might be some damage in one of those. You talk about hitting some new corners.
Working some new muscles.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm with that. The next one is do surprises, do things that she wouldn't expect just for no reason.
That works.
Yeah, you just think of some things that she like you said, a museum or something, and just surprise her one day. Hey, we're gonna go.
Yeah, or when she's sitting there washing dishes, you put your thumb in her ass.
Yeah,
surprise. friend. But yeah, I do that too. I'll be at work thinking of something to do.
And you'll just put your finger in her ass.
Passenger get on, put my thumb in their ass.
Yeah, okay.
No, so I'll think of something while I'm at work, something to do, and she never knows when I'm getting off, what I'm gonna do anyway. So I'll be like, hey, I thought we'd go here, and she never just says, no, I had something else to do. She'll be like, yeah, let's do it. So I don't know how many plans I've ruined by doing that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think because she's flexible, it makes you want to do those things.
Right.
When you have somebody who's not flexible, you can't just surprise them or anything. Mm-hmm. Well, that's my first topic. What you got?
Good. Well, I want to talk about how beauty is defined around the world. Because I was thinking recently that, guys like big booties or big breasts or things like that in America. We know that already. But I think other countries have different ways of defining beauty, and they're not always surrounded around sexual organs. So the first place I'm going to talk about is Ethiopia. Ethiopia, beauty definition is body scars. While we're concerned with erasing scars, Ethiopia's Karo tribe is creating them. In the tribe's eyes, beauty is literally skin deep. The scars cut into the stomachs of women at childhood are seen as beautiful adornments meant to attract men who are husband material. That's pretty tight.
How would they see it on their stomach?
Yeah, because they're not supposed to be looking at little girls, huh? But I think as they grow up, maybe they'll wear like a low cut blouse. I don't think they wear shirts in some of those countries. She just walk around with her titties out and her scars on her stomach.
I think you need to, do some research.
I think they show them though, and it's a tribe first of all, so obviously some of them aren't wearing clothes, so they're gonna show it's only on their stomachs though, so you can show your stomach, not your titties. They have a bra on and showing their stomachs. Tribes wearing bras. The other place, next place is Kenya. Kenya's beauty definition is long earlobes and shaved heads. So they got fades. To the Maasai tribe of Kenya, long stretched earlobes and low maintenance buzz cuts are the ideal. Women are known to shave their heads and use everything from elephant tusks to twigs to pierce and stretch their lobes to become more attractive. That is crazy. Their earring gang is bombing. Elephant tusk in your ear, like, look, man, my ear goes way down to my stomach.
Wow.
I'm hella fine. The next place is Burma and Thailand, where the beauty definition is long necks. Long giraffe-like necks are the ultimate sign of beauty and female elegance in the Kayan tribe. At 5 years old, Kayan women start priming their necks with heavy brass rings. Each year, more coils are added, pushing down their shoulders and creating the effect of a longer neck. If you thought the phase Beauty is Pain was referring to brow waxing, keep in mind that the rings in this centuries-old ritual can weigh up to 22 pounds. And I saw a story about that. They can't take the rings off or their neck will break. The rings are actually holding their neck together. Yeah, so if they take them off, their neck is weak under that. The rings are now holding your head up.
Oh, because the muscles were never formed underneath there?
Yeah, and they're being stretched out so much that they have to leave it that way.
Some bullshit.
So it's got to be hard for them to suck dick, though, with rings on their neck. Oh, wait, you can have a spoon, right? While she's sucking your dick, you hit the ring, ding!
You give yourself vibrations?
Hell yeah, see, thinking, man, you're thinking. The next place is China, Thailand, and Japan, and their beauty definition is pale skin, like the geisha girls. In various parts of Asia, pale, white skin is referred as a sign of affluence and attractiveness. In Japan, women avoid the sun at all costs. That's why they walk around with parasols. While skincare products with whitening agents are the norm in places like China and Thailand, sometimes it's hard to find products without bleaching properties. So that white faces, they're not playing around. They really want to be pale. Next place is New Zealand, where they have face tattoos as their beauty definition. Tattoos are sacred ritual to Maori people of New Zealand, and not something parents warn their teenagers they'll regret one day. Traditionally, a chisel was used to carve grooves into the skin, though today tattoo machines are the norm. Creating swirling tattoos called tamoko, women with tattooed lips and chins and full blue lips are considered the most beautiful. Goodness gracious. That's like a funny looking vampire kind of thing.
True.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's their beauty. See, we don't have that. One with a tattoo on her chin makes it look like she got a goatee or something. But you got a goatee. The last one, well, not the last one. The next one is Mauritania, where full figures are the beauty definition. I saw this on TV too.
Where was this at?
Mauritania.
The fuck is that?
In Western Africa.
Okay.
So while Americans are perpetually dieting and striving to be thin, West African cultures find women who are overweight to be the most beautiful. The more stretch marks, the better. In the past, it wasn't completely unheard of for families of Mauritania to send their daughters to fat farms, camps where they were forced to feed girls 16,000 calories a day to help them reach their ideal weight. Fuller figures are still the ideal, and fattening camel and cow's milk were go-tos for plumping up, but the government frowns on that because it's forced feeding. And I actually seen that on TV where a dude went to one of them fat camps, and the girl was sitting there just stuffing their faces with food. And it was like, wow, this is crazy. Why you do this stupid shit?
Right.
So the last one I got here is
horrible.
Right. Iran. Now Iran's beauty definition is surgical bandages. Women get their ass beat and they wear the bandages like, look, I got my nose broke. No, that's not it. So nose jobs seem like a staple in the image-conscious U.S., but Iran is actually the rhinoplasty capital of the world. That's nose jobs. Both women and men are proud to show off their procedures, a sign to the social status and their path on the route to beauty, so much that they'll often wear bandages much longer than needed, while others will purchase surgical tape just to wear, even if they haven't gone under the knife.
That's crazy.
And that's beauty definitions in different countries.
What do you get from that though? Like, what do you think that, I think things changed here too, because when you think about it, when you're a kid, if a girl had a super big booty, you guys made fun of her.
Yeah. Or big titties.
Now, it's, all these girls are going to get, all these procedures done.
Right.
Being thick really doesn't even mean anything anymore.
No, and because they're all thick right now. Even while we were growing up, little girls looked like little girls pretty much.
Yeah.
If they were in everything except high school. High school girls were bigger, but not as big as they are now. Like before, they looked like little girls. You didn't look at them, but nowadays they look like grown women. And they say something with the hormones in the food, but I think it's genetics too.
No, I really believe it's the hormones in the food, because what is a hormone? A hormone is something that, makes something small big.
Yeah.
It pumps it up artificially. And like I said, I always tell the story. I remember picking my daughter up from school, and when she got in the car, I was like, man, why are those teachers over there just talking so much? That's hecka rude. And she was like, Dad, they're in the 10th grade. I was like, no, they were freshmen. I was like, no, they have on pencil skirts and high heels. She was like, yeah, that's how they dress. I was like, no, those girls are grown. Those are grown women. And I really, in my heart, thought they were grown women. I felt hella bad after I felt like I had to go to church and say some Hail Marys because I was looking at one of them booty.
Hey, that teacher's thick.
Yeah, and I was totally like grossed out. I couldn't believe that happened. That shit. I mean, I think it's in the food. Mm-hmm. It's just a scary time to have a daughter.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think it's because of that kind of stuff. You know?
And they're not dressing right these days anyway. I see them all day myself, and it's like, if you don't pay attention to how your child is dressed in the morning, somebody is.
Yeah.
The wrong person is. Because just think, if your girl's 15, 16 years old, your child, and she's going to school, she may or may not be completely innocent, but there's a man out there with a life experience of how to get to her with a pocket full of money.
Right.
And if she doesn't have anything, just paying your phone bill goes a long way.
Yeah.
You can get a girl to do almost anything by paying her phone bill. And they know that. $20, she ain't got no money at all. He'd be like, look, here's a couple dollars. You give her $40, that's it. That's his little chick now.
Right.
He got years to work on her.
And you see that happening?
Yeah, all day.
Wow.
Especially when I'm in the morning, when I see the kids on their way to school. Some are on their way to school, some are not. Some are on their way to see a dude because they get off the bus and be some dude with a gray beard, waiting for him off the bus, and you be thinking to yourself like, does their parents know that they're not even going to school? On your report card, you could see where the date of absence is, all the lateness and all. You could see that stuff.
And these young girls is just out getting dick. Yeah,
they're out getting all this dick, and it's ridiculous. And they don't care if you're married or not.
What do you think about like people who homeschool your kid? Like, you ever thought about that?
They say homeschool kids are actually smarter, but you have to be smart to homeschool your kids.
Well, now they got curriculum and packages. Yeah, true.
I mean, because I think it's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea because social skills are important too. They have to know how to act in public.
But look at how much stuff you would avoid by not having your kids, like everything you went through in high school and middle school.
Yeah.
Like some of that shit you can get the social skills from. You can have them in sports. They can still go to the Boys and Girls Club. Like they can be part of, Girl Scouts. I mean, there's stuff that you can do to give them the social experience, sports.
Yeah.
But just not all the crap you went through in high school or elementary school. Mm-hmm. I totally agree with people doing a homeschool thing.
It's good if you can keep them away the whole time. Like, you homeschool them all the way up to college. Then, what are you going to do in college? College is a very big experience for some people.
But then they're pretty much grown at that point.
Yeah. Because she might react well to it. She might go crazy and be the hoe in college. Like, oh, there's so many dicks.
But she could be that hoe during, all the social activity you give her to do.
That too, yeah. You never can tell. It's like I tell people, I'm sure Superhead's father didn't see that for his little girl's future.
Right. But because he wasn't around, or they had the correct communication, she was able to lean on somebody else that gave her that, I mean, the reason why she said that, from her book, she became good at that as punishment. Because the dude she was dating that made her do that if they had an issue.
Wow.
So
that's how you punish him.
Yeah. he'd make her go and not stop until she, so that's how she got good at it.
That's cool.
By force.
So he actually helped her.
Well, probably.
Because she used her powers for good later.
Right. I mean, yeah, she's used it that she didn't have to have a regular job.
That's balling.
Yeah. Is it my topic now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, all right. My next topic is they've had the first penile transplant in the U.S.
Oh, man, that's trouble.
And it took 15 hours. It was 50 surgeons. The guy had penis cancer.
Fuck that.
Which I didn't even know you could have.
See, I thought it was just like prostate and all this other shit. Now they got penis cancer. That sucks.
I mean, that's fucked up.
It's a game changer.
So now they had the first transplant. So if you could transplant, get a 14-incher,
wow,
would you?
Not at this point.
Not at this point in the game.
I'm doing good with what I got. Because nowadays girls will complain about big dicks.
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, you ain't putting that big old thing in me," and
right.
And you know, a 14-inch dick is punishment.
I've noticed. I've looked at a study, and it said the average penis size in America is 4.5 to 5 inches. And then they polled women, and 70% of women said it wouldn't matter if the dude had a small penis. Like it doesn't matter. And then it was like 20% said it would, and 10% like doesn't care. So, but I think that just like with a lot of things that women do just for women, if a woman gets a weave all the way down to her butt, and she gets fake eyelashes and titties and fake booties and all that, most of that is not for men. Because most men, on the average, don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a small percentage of men who say, oh, well, I'm not going to date her because of something, because she has little titties.
Yeah.
I'm not going to date her because she has a flat ass.
Right.
You know, or she got a gut, or she got stretch marks. Like, 90% of dudes can't even say that because they got little ass and little dick and little, no hair.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, so most dudes, aren't superficial. Yeah. And I was trying to explain this to this girl. I said, if fellas is all out and we all at a club or a bar, if a girl comes in looking like Barbie, super big ass titties, poked all out, fat ass, hella makeup, hella long ass weave, that's not wifey. Niggas don't look at that girl and be like, oh, that's wifey right there. No. You might want to fuck her.
Yeah.
But you don't want to marry that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get to know her and she hella cool on the outside. But the average dude, and if you don't believe me, look at everybody's wife. Look at 10 dudes that you know who, just think about it right now. 10 dudes that you know, do any of their wives have the long weave all the way down the back, the face full of makeup, super big ass titties, big ass small waist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And is loyal and sweet.
He said and loyal. I don't get that from women that look like that. All my friends' girls are normal looking.
Yeah, most people are gonna marry or be with somebody who, I mean, I don't know any dude. I'm trying to sit here and think who nobody. Yeah. I can't think of one person who wife or girlfriend is just over the top.
Right.
But you see those people all the time, and that's the image that a lot of people are striving for. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
So I was thinking about that, right? So I asked a couple people. I was like, if you met a dude who had a penis transplant, would you fuck with him? And the first one was like, if it was fully functioned, sure. Sounds safer than Viagra. Wait, I was thinking implants, not transplant. That's kind of weird. That's like me getting somebody else's vagina. Ew.
I'm gonna fuck him with your dick.
So, I mean, there goes the point, though, right? if you was messing with a girl and she had a vagina transplant, you know, hers broke. Wow. They swapped it out for a dead girl one, stitched it in. Do you think you got sex with her?
Was it a dead virgin?
I don't know. But,
you know, I would hope she wouldn't tell me that she got somebody else's pussy on her. But would it actually matter?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it actually matters.
And then what about the other part of that? Does she get the body count from the person that died?
Yeah.
And hers?
Right, and who's gonna tell her what it was?
Yeah.
Like the ex-boyfriend be like, yeah, now that pussy you carrying? Yeah. She had about 100 niggas.
Right. Or if you think about it, if you get a new penis, like, do you start over at 0?
Yeah.
Or do you get all the stuff that they did too?
Like, I can be born again through this new dick.
Right.
Can I meet the girls that he fucked before so I can refuck them? This is a boomerang dick, girl.
Wow. The next person said, does it work the same? I would be down. And then I said, well, it's new. It's like somebody else's. And she said, it doesn't matter. It's connected to him. And as long as it works, no problem.
Wow. Have dick, will travel.
Right. The next person said, I'm sure that wouldn't be the main reason to date him, but why not? I said, but it's somebody else's. So she said, he has to be the one to deal with that. Having somebody else's dick hooked on him, I don't have to deal with that.
Frankenstein dick.
I just think that that's crazy, and I do think that opens up a lot of. It opens up the world to people who were born, female, but felt like or had feelings of male. Mm-hmm. They can make you a dick.
Fuck.
But now they can just,
I've seen them make a pussy before. That was very interesting.
Yeah, they do. They have this crazy procedure to make a dick too.
Wow.
But then I was wondering, like, then you could will your dick to people, right? You're like, son, this
wow.
This has done me well, and I've changed you as a kid. Wow. I know life has been rough for you. I just want to pass this on.
That is creepy. So you give your son the dick that's fucked his mother.
But then, maybe put in a lot of work.
Wow. Son will commit suicide.
You never know. It could be a royal penis that's just passed down from generation to generation.
Like, Dad, this dick smells like mom. Why does my dick smell like mom? But it could be a procedure where you can will it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could you could even put it, like, right now, how many do you think people would buy and attach Michael Jackson's penis?
Yeah, depending on how big it is.
Or maybe they wouldn't even care.
Oh yeah, that'd be like a celebrity body part.
Yeah, they just love it. They just love him to death.
Yeah, they want Prince's penis for sure.
Definitely.
Be like,
would you take Prince's? Right. Would you take Prince's penis?
This thing might be smaller than mine.
Yeah, so,
and who's gonna believe it? Hey girl, I got Prince's penis. Unless she's seen it.
Yeah.
She'd have to see it to know it was
But you know how many women would screw you just because you had Prince's penis?
Why don't they just lie now and say I got Prince's penis?
Because we just started the process of having the ability to do. He got cremated. Nobody's gonna have his penis.
Well, I say I took his penis before he was cremated.
I worked at the coroner's office.
I took his penis.
Right. He has a purple streak down the middle.
Yeah, well, it would actually be a light-skinned dick too, so it would look weird on me anyway.
Right. That might help you get more.
Huh. I'm like, look, baby, I might not be light-skinned, but my dick is.
Right. My dick has light-skinned tendencies. It wants to cuddle.
My dick cries doing scary looks. Ridiculous.
Hey, we're going kind of long on this one, man.
My next stop is really short.
Okay, well then bust it out.
But this is I'm just gonna share it really quick. It's for the women again, and people were telling me that Erykah Badu had a good remedy for pussy. Okay. To make your pussy sweet. And I went and looked it up, and she says, ladies, for a sweet vagina, I drink raw cranberries often. And that's what she says. It promotes a healthy, strong womb and bladder, and it makes your pee clean. So that's Erykah Badu's remedy, drinking raw cranberries.
Yeah.
Gotta be very sour.
Raw cranberry?
Yeah. Like raw cranberry juice or something.
Where you get that from?
I don't know. Health food?
And that's something to make your pussy taste sweet.
Yep.
So that's what you use to make your pussy taste sweet.
I use that to make my pussy taste sweet.
Oh. Hey, so let's wrap this one up. Scared the shit out of me.
Ow.
Hey, until next week.
Till next week.
Peace.
Peace.